And most importantly, and I think it's the premise of your entire opening tonight, this is the big one, and everybody knows it.
Yeah.
He's not trying to run out the clock in New York the same way. I mean, they did some shenanigans, but there's a world where he's convicted in New York, Alex, and he's not sent to jail or prison if it were a longer sentence. And so he tells his supporters it wasn't that big a deal. It's kind of like a slap on the wrist, and life really does go on in a way. I'm not minimizing that, but functionally, this is different. He could stand trial before the general election. He could be convicted. He's legally presumed innocent tonight. But if convicted, that appeal could go to D.C. Circuit, which is a very serious court. It's considered, in a way, kind of the second only to the Supreme Court compared to all the appeals courts. They could give a serious kind of what we might call nonpartisan ruling upholding the conviction. And then the Supreme Court has to decide, with all of the problems they have, do they really want to come in and overturn something, or do they leave it? And by the way, I just want to be clear with viewers. If they get that conviction and they leave it, meaning they don't take the case, he goes to prison that week.
You're already the vision of the orange jumpsuit, John Roberts getting involved.
I'm not,
I just let's.
We're not there yet.
We're not there yet.
We are not there yet.
I mean, this is orange-ish, but not a jumpsuit.
Decidedly not.
Decidedly not. From
As
neither
an
of these lawyers.
officer of the court, I would just like to object.
Do you want to overrule? But I'm not saying that will happen. What I'm saying is that whether you call that a 1% or a 49%. The lawyers in court today, the defendant, everyone felt that.
Everyone understands the gravity of this one. This was the one everybody was sort of waiting for it, because for a while, I mean, we're now at a point where he's being arraigned. For a while, it was not even clear he was actually going to be charged in this case. It is so significant to even be at this point, because for so long it was like, well, is it just going to be Giuliani
or even this year that there would be movement?
It was not even clear that he was the target, much less that we would be at a point where we're now talking about.
The other thing that I think makes this different is the Mar-a-Lago indictment was full of new information. And certainly there are sort of breadcrumbs of new information in this January 6th indictment.
But there's a lot that's not even here.
For sure. But a lot of it we do know because of the House investigation into January 6th. And I wonder how that reality dovetails with the sort of line of argument from the Trump campaign right now in court today that this discovery process is going to be a beast. They're already setting the stage for trying to push this off as long as possible. The reality is, of course, there's going to be new information. But a lot of the stuff has already been litigated in court. There's already been rulings on privilege, both executive and attorney-client. And I just wonder, I mean, whether you are optimistic about Trump's defense trying to claim this is all terra incognito. We're going to need months and months and months.
Well, this is where the judge is going to have a huge role to play.
Yeah.
She's going to be the gatekeeper in deciding which motions are legit, which things are not.